Hi everyone. As you can tell, I'm not physically in the building, but I am here through the magic of YouTube, and I've already said this once. Actually, I'm going to say that same spiel in the next video. But I just thought it would be a good idea to just start with a reminder of what we did last week. When we introduced that new chapter on statistics, and the topic that we learned last week on Wednesday was percentile. So we'll just very quickly go through it, and through the concept, and then through one example, and that'll be the end of this video, and then you can move on to the one that I had originally scheduled to start off with, okay? So percentile, obviously it sounds like something we sort of know already. We're used to the word percent, and you know that the number 100 is obviously an integral part of the concept. It's the same with percentile. Percentile uses the number 100, but it ranks people as if there were 100 people writing a test, or running a race, or whatever you're measuring. It's as if you're measuring scores for exactly 100 people. Okay, so you know that word cent is, or cent, it actually is 100 in French, right? So percentile is a ranking, and the definition, as you saw in your notes, it was the percentage of scores less than or equal to a particular score. And it uses 4 variables, and I'm sitting down now, as you can see. 4 variables: P, B, E, and N, where P stands for the percentile, B stands for the number of scores below a given score, E stands for the number of scores equal to the given score, including the given score. That's why you can't just have one example, because that's a mouthful. And then N is total number of scores. Okay. One thing about percentile, it's always taken to the next whole number. No matter even if it's say you get an answer like 81.01. Well, if that's what your calculator says, 81.01, you have to interpret it this way. It's more than 81, so it's got to be 82. It would be P82. Okay, so it's not a true rounding, even though the book says that. I take it to the next whole number. That's what I mean by that. Okay, so let me flip the page here, and we'll work this example out together. Okay, so this might be especially helpful to anyone who might have missed the class last week, and it's always helpful to see things again. So let's go with a question here. Recall, Wendy wrote a test and scored better than 17 people. 2 others scored the same as her, and 5 people did better. Calculate her percentile rank. Okay, so the percentile, P, we're looking for that, so it's got a question mark beside it. B, now remember the definition for B was the number of scores below a given score. Now sometimes we might actually give you the score, but not always. So below the given score. Well, what's the given score? Well, the score we're talking about, or the given score in this case, is the same as Wendy's score. So how many scored below Wendy's score? Well, it looks like by the wording of the question, Wendy did better than 17 people. So B must be 17. Let's see. E, that's the one that causes the most confusion. Let's see. Let's see what else we can see out of this. 2 others scored the same as her. So 2 others scored the same as her. Now, the phone is ringing and oh my goodness.